B Part 4, Lecture 17, D5, NOETHER Theorem, Spatial Translation. This is a continuation of the Lecture 17, D4, where this lecture leads to the variation L at the point X is minus epsilon K. This is divergence. You see, divergence of partial L with respect to partial J and phi. This is partial of K and phi. This is divergence. So this is written over here. So this is number 5 from this lecture 17D4. So the variation of L is a total divergence, and NOETHER theorem applies. On the other hand, we want to find how the Lagrangian density L, you see phi partial J respect to J partial with respect to J of phi, change under infinitesimal translation. See? Since L is a scalar density, it transforms like a scalar. You see, a scalar under space-time translation. That means L prime, attention now, that's a point X. This we call, in general, we call this a passive transformation. You see, this is C prime at X, exactly like we did for the delta phi. You see, this is the same, because phi, the field is a scalar. The same derivation, then this will come up to this phi x minus epsilon. This is partial of J phi x minus, exactly as we did, okay, for the field. So the variation of L, okay, is this, you see, so the same. This is analogous, you see, just to substitute here by phi of x, this is the same derivation. It's called, as I said, passive transformation. This I call equation 6. Comparing from the last lecture, 17D4, okay, this equation 5 is equation 6, you see, then this leads to this relationship. This relationship here, remember, this here comes from equation 6. So it does equate both, you see. So from here, you see, that you define, you see, the conservation law, you see, there's divergence, attention, divergence of this second order tensor. This is equal 0. This I call the second order tensor like this. And attention now, that's a very interesting particular case. You see, this here is a property of the chronic delta. You see, the chronic delta acts on J and then substitute by K. Just then I will substitute this over here on here. So then I have the divergence of the whole quantity. You see, that's easy here to see it. You see, this over here, you just substitute, you see, this term over here, okay, on this one. You see, that's a substitute over here. You see, just in this case, over here and over here. You substitute here by this one. It's quite easy. So then you see the conservation law, you see divergence of the second order tensor. This is the second order tensor, you see. Now we define the NOETHER, attention now, the NOETHER current S. This from the invariance of the action under spatial translation. The divergence here, okay, encodes, you see, the local conservation law, implying the momentum of this. See, I think, do you remember when we derived the Euler equation, we defined the momentum as a partial derivative of L with respect to Q dot. Q dot is the velocity. This is analogous. You see, this derivation here is analogous to the Q dot. You see? This here is analogous to Q dot. So that's it. So that's another current, this second order tensor defined such that the divergence, okay, is equal to 0, which implies that this quantity here is conserved. That's it. Attention now. This we derive for the special case of spatial translation. See, that's it. That's very interesting, and it's the derivation, as you can see, is quite confused, but we split in several lectures just to reach this point over here. See, that's it.